Now let's see the new topic, that how metals and non-metals react with each other. According to the valency point of view, metals have 1, 2 or 3 valence electron in their outermost shell, and non-metals have 5, 6, 7 electrons in their outermost shell. It means metals have to lose the electron in order to complete their octet or duplet. On the other side, non-metal have to gain the same electron in order to complete their octet or duplet. So metal donate the electron and the non-metal accept the same electron, and bond is formed between the metal and non-metal. When there is a complete transfer of electron from metal to non-metal, the bond is called ionic bond or electrovalent bond. Now let's understand this ionic or electrovalent bond with an example. Let's take aluminium chloride. We know the symbol of aluminium is Al and symbol of chlorine is Cl. The atomic number of aluminium is 13, electronic configuration is 283. It means aluminium have 3 electrons in their outermost shell, means 3 valence electrons. On the other side, chlorine is Cl having atomic number 17, electronic configuration is 287. It means chlorine have 7 electrons in their outermost shell. Now aluminium have 3 electrons, so in order to complete its octet, they have to donate 3 electrons and chlorine have to gain 1 electron. Means chlorine only take 1 electron but aluminium have 3 electrons. So 3 chlorine atom come close to aluminium and take 1 electron, and there is a formation of aluminium chloride, that is AlCl3. Let's see the another example in which there is a calcium oxide. Calcium symbol is Ca, atomic number is 20. So electronic configuration is 2882. So the valence electron are 2 for calcium. On the other side, oxygen is having 8 electrons. 8 electrons means 8 atomic number. So electronic configuration is 2, 6. So valence electron are 6. So in order to complete the octet, calcium have to donate 2 electrons and oxygen have to gain 2 electrons. So both the needs are fulfilled. So calcium donate both these 2 electrons to oxygen, and there is a formation of calcium oxide, that is CaO. In this reaction, only 1 oxygen atom is taken the part. Now let's see the properties of the ionic compound. In order to remember the properties, just remember sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is NaCl and we use in our homes. First property is ionic compound consists of ions, means positive ion and negative ion. Second property is ionic compounds are solid in state. We have seen the sodium chloride, that is solid in state. Third is ionic compound when dissolved in water, it conduct electricity. Our fourth point is ionic compounds are crystalline in nature. And the last point is ionic compound have high melting and boiling point. Now understand these properties one by one. Our first property is ionic compounds consist of ions. Let's take the example of sodium chloride or magnesium chloride. In sodium chloride, sodium is made from Na positive ions and Cl negative ions, means positive ions and negative ions. Here positive ions are cations and Cl negative ions are anions. On the other side, magnesium chloride, it is made from Mg2 positive ions and Cl negative ions. Here Mg2 positive are cations and Cl negative is an anion. Our second point is ionic compounds are solid in state. We know the 3 states of matter: solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. In solid state, atoms are closely packed with each other, and same as the ionic compound. Ionic compounds are formed by the strong electrostatic force. When they are formed by strong electrostatic force, the atoms come together each other very closely. If they come together, each other very closely, then there is a formation of solid. Our third point is ionic compound conduct electricity in aqueous solution. We know pure water does not conduct electricity because there is no free ions. When we add ionic compound in the water, or we can say that sodium chloride, this is also ionic compound, then the ionic compound ionize into Na positive ion and Cl negative ion. These Na positive and Cl negative ions helps to move the electrons and conduct electricity in the solution. Our fourth point is ionic compounds are crystalline in nature. From the X-ray study, it was found that sodium chloride NaCl is not a single molecule. In actual, sodium is surrounded by 6 chlorine atoms and this is continue up to a crystal. So, sodium chloride is crystalline in nature. Our fifth point is ionic compound have high melting and boiling point. We know that ionic compound is made from high electrostatic forces. It means in order to break these strong electrostatic forces, we have to apply high energy. High energy means high temperature. So ionic compound have high melting and boiling point.